In today's video, we're gonna talk about 9 reasons why you have no energy and no motivation. We're also gonna be smoking a Room 101 Big Payback. So far, one of my faves. I have my notebook here, one of many. I've filled up like 5 of these just in the last couple of months. So, why you have no energy? Number 1, no dreams and no aspirations. I have found that a lot of people in life had different dreams at 10 years old, 16 years old, 18 years old, 20 years old than they have now at 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. When you're a kid, you're able to dream a lot more freely. Like, for example, last night I was walking around, it's called The Village out here in Boise. It's kind of like the Irvine Spectrum. If you're from Southern California, Orange County, same little deal, outdoor shopping. There was an orange McLaren that pulled up, and there was a lot of adults, grown people, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, that I watched just walk right by it. There was a group of kids, they're posing with it, taking pictures. Whoa, check it out. But they were young. They were probably 16 years old. They were probably still in high school. But they haven't gotten to the point where they wrote those dreams off. They're still dreaming those dreams. I could do that one day. I think that's so cool. It'd be so rad to drive a fast car. It'd be so cool to pull up in a head turner like that. If you don't have any more dreams in your 30s, 40s, 50s, well, what's the point of waking up every day? It's just, there's some people in the house that's being built over there and they're just screaming and I have no idea why. But if you don't have dreams, well, what's the purpose of getting up every day? Just to go to the same job that you've had for the last 20 years, to come home to the same situation at home, the same relationship at home. Nothing's growing, nothing's really being nurtured. There's no target to be reached. You're just living the same day on repeat. It's called complacency. And I see it in so many people, and it makes them bitter. But it also it kind of takes away the drive for life. Why would you have motivation? Why would you have energy if there's no trophy at the end that you're chasing? For me, I keep trophies in mind. Like, I'm not gonna get into all of them here because you guys would we'll save the comments for other stuff. But I have big dreams, big goals, big ambitions, and big trophies and big milestones in mind every day when I wake up, which pushes me forward in my training in the gym, being locked in on my nutrition, which those are very, very basic lifestyle fundamentals that you need to have. But it makes me push harder at business. It makes me push harder at getting out of my comfort zone. It makes me push harder at getting my back put up against a wall so that I have to work harder towards those dreams. But if you don't have that, I don't know why you would wake up with motivation or energy to get other stuff done. The next one kind of fits in the same category, no aspirations. If you're not aspiring to the next level, if you don't want to go from laborer to operator, if you don't want to go from operator to superintendent, then what are you fighting for? Like, in life, there's levels, and you have to be ambitious and you have to be chasing that next level. Otherwise, again, there's no reason for you to wake up with any motivation, any drive, or any dedication or consistency to stick to one thing because you're not really trying to get any further. You have no greater purpose pulling you forward in your life. So you have to have dreams, you have to have ambitions. Make them big, make them big. There's people out there way dumber than you making way more money than you are. There's dudes out there in wheelchairs that are ripped with a 6-pack and you're not. There's dudes out there with no legs. They got those weird scoopy things that are running marathons and winning. I literally just watched an Olympic swimmer, no limbs. I don't even know how the dude swam. He did a little dolphin thing. No limbs. And you're telling me with a functioning brain, a high IQ, all 4 of your limbs, that you just have no ambition, you have no dreams, you have no motivation, you have no energy to get anything done? That's pathetic. Figure it out. Get some dreams, get some ambitions. The next note, the wrong fuel source. Now this is gonna hit more on a biological level. If you're fueling yourself with the wrong foods, that's directly affecting your gut health. It's directly affecting your mental health, your cognition, and just the way that your brain is able to function Because if you're sitting there eating junk food, if you're eating processed food, all this stuff that's made in a factory, that's not what's actually going to fuel a proper mindset, a proper gut biome. The two are connected, by the way. So the food really does play a big part. It's not just let's get jacked and let's get ripped and shredded. I mean, yeah, that's important because that affects your level of confidence, that affects your level of physical ability to do stuff in life, but it's gonna affect your mentality. It's gonna affect how you feel every day. If you guys are fueling wrong and working these 100-hour work weeks that people brag about, especially in the trades, you're gonna feel run down all the time. Your blood work is gonna look like crap. It's gonna be shot. All your levels are gonna be out of whack. And that's the physical portion of why you have no energy, why you have no motivation. But if you can lock in on the fuel source, get some dreams and ambitions, some big goals that you're chasing, you're already gonna wake up way more driven. I hate the word motivation, but you're gonna wake up way more driven to get stuff done because you're actually chasing something in the future. The next, working harder on your job than you are on yourself. I'm out. If you've ever listened to Jim Rohn, the speaker, he's from Caldwell, Idaho. Pretty crazy. Jim Rohn, one of my favorite motivational speakers. He talks about working harder on yourself than you work on your job. A lot of people will give 100 hours a week, 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, however much it is, to their job, but they won't spend 5 minutes. They won't spend 30 minutes planning their next 5 years, planning their next 10 years. People will spend more time planning a vacation that will stress them out, leave them in a worse financial position when they get back than when they left. They will be uncomfortable because they won't want to take their shirt off at the beach because their body doesn't look good. They're going to be stressed about what's going on at home and the money that they're missing out on. People will spend more time planning a vacation than they will planning out their life, planning out their dreams, planning out their ambitions, their next steps. Work harder on your self-development than you work on your job. There's one asset in this life for you that will pay dividends far above the S&P 500, real estate, Bitcoin, any other SHIT coin. My kid's sitting across from the camera. any of these meme coins, any investment vehicle that you could think of. Self-development has a higher ROI that will last longer than any of those combined. Because the better you become, the more developed you become, the more capable you become, you're gonna live a better life because of it. If you're not working on yourself, your self-development, your mentality, your physicality, how you look, how you feel every day, your confidence, you're gonna wake up tired, with no energy and no motivation. I could dive deeper into all of these, but I'm gonna try and keep this video short and concise because I know you're probably busy. Next one, alcohol consumption. We'll lump alcohol and recreational drugs into the same one. Alcohol. You know what? In the link in the description of this video, I will link a Google Doc that I put together on alcohol. Alcohol has no positive benefits when it comes to your energy levels, your motivation levels, your muscle building goals, your fat loss goals, your business goals, your relationship goals. It has zero positive benefits, zero ROI. I call it a zero ROI activity. Now, there are people out there that are extremely successful in one or very many areas of their life that drink alcohol. That's fine. If you continue to drink, cool. But remember, it destroys your organs, it destroys your hormones, it takes away your motivation. Because think about it, if you wake up with brain fog, if you wake up with a hangover, you're not gonna go hit the gym, which is gonna put you in a positive frequency, a positive mindset, a high state of vibration. These are all real things too, by the way. I used to think that frequency and vibration was all woo-woo and kind of hippie stuff, but if you think about it, we are giant batteries, right? Without sodium, without electrolytes, we don't function well. Like we are electricity. If you look at any of those YouTube videos out there with like, they'll put sand on a board and they'll play like with a subwoofer, like different frequencies to that sand. It'll make different shapes. We're not talking just like abstract shapes. We're talking very calculated flower looking things or like different patterns. We are all frequency, we are all vibration. If you're waking up with a hangover, you're not gonna go get that for yourself. You're not gonna be able to get your mind into that state. You think you're gonna wake up with energy or motivation when you're hungover or when you spent the last week drinking? Plus it's a downer. Alcohol puts you in a down state, a low vibration, a low frequency. That's not a good place to be. When you want energy, when you want drive, when you want to be successful, when you want to grow. A lot of people on this channel like the idea of fat loss. They like the idea of muscle building. Alcohol has no place in that. A lot of people that watch this channel like the idea of becoming more successful, of leaving the rat race, leaving the grind, going and starting a business. Alcohol is not going to help that. It may, in some certain social circumstances, allow you to get around people because you're meeting at a bar, at a networking event, whatever. Dude, soda, water, and lime. That's my trick. Anytime I want something in my hand, soda, water, and lime. Okay? Just remember that, because you can socialize and network with the thing in your hand. Get a cigar, and you got something in your hand. But alcohol has no place when it comes to your motivation, your drive, your energy levels. So knock it off. And the same goes for recreational drugs. I shouldn't even have to say that, but smoking weed, anything beyond that, same deal applies. Now, drugs as a separate category. Prescription drugs, painkillers, anti-anxiety meds. What do they call them? SSRIs? Anti-anxiety meds, anti-depression meds. You don't need them. Way too many people lean on those as a crutch. I remember my mom told me about a friend of hers who had built his tolerance for Xanax so high that he was taking 10 a day. Do you think that helped him in life? He was a business owner, but that business ended up shutting down. He lost all of his apathy. He lost his drive. I'm sure his test was just through the floor. You don't need those. I've had multiple clients come to me on SSRIs. We get them off because going to the gym releases real dopamine, real endorphins. And if you look at depression on an actual level of what it is, depression, I'm sad. I'm so bummed about this. Things aren't going my way. Why me? Why my life? What does all that have in common? It's all about me. It's very selfish. Depression at its core is selfishness. And it's selfishness manifested to where everybody else and your own life are affected by it. It's not a positive thing. If you want to get rid of depression, just start focusing on how you can serve other people better. Completely focus on that. If you take all the selfishness out of it, you won't be depressed anymore. Anxiety is lack of action. Anxiety means that you're being called to do something or called to be somebody that you're not, but you're not taking the steps to do that thing or be the person. That's where anxiety comes from. Get off. Don't be the guy that leans on the SSRIs, becomes addicted to them, and then literally they will tell you, if you try to go cold turkey off of them, don't go cold turkey. Hopefully you make it to this point in the video instead of just turning it off. I'm done, I'm throwing them away. You can literally die. They change your brain chemistry. You can change it back. It's called neuroplasticity, okay? Another one that isn't written here, maybe we'll call it the 10 reasons you have no energy. I'm just gonna insert this. I don't have it on my sheet. Self-limiting beliefs and identities that we give to ourselves. Now, I asked on my Core 4 meeting the other day with all of my clients, I said, how many people are sober? A lot of hands got raised. I don't call myself sober. I just don't partake. Because what happens is these people, they get sober, so they stop doing the thing. Get rid of that before it burns a hole in my shorts. And they call themselves addicts still. Are you addicted anymore? Are you addicted to alcohol? Are you addicted to drugs anymore? Or did you used to be? Now, that's a super limiting belief to believe that you are an addict, because what's gonna happen? Then something comes up We all like dopamine. Dopamine feels good to everybody. You find something that gives you dopamine and then, oh, I'm addicted. Oh, I'm addicted to this food. Oh, I'm addicted to this person. Oh, I'm addicted to this show. That's why I can't stick to my diet. Oh, I'm just addicted. Dude, you're not an addict. Knock it off. Stop putting these self-limiting beliefs in your own way. We get in our own way the most. Like no one else, the government, your family, these other people, even if someone is causing you trauma, causing you strife in your relationships or in your home life, it's us. We stand in our way more than anybody else. And limiting beliefs are at the top of what holds us back. Specifically, the addict thing. You're not an addict anymore. You're beyond that. And through the neuroplasticity of your brain, you changed your habits, your choices, the outcomes. Don't limit yourself. Next note, hormones. If your hormones are messed up because you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not fueling yourself right, like we talked about earlier, you're gonna be messed up. You're not gonna wake up with energy. You're not gonna wake up with motivation. You have to fix these things. That's why I do blood work with all of my clients. Every one of my clients that signs up for my elite program, I send them down to the lab to get their blood drawn so that we can look at it, so that we can make sure that everything, lipids, hormones, the whole CBC, everything is in line. Because what's going on inside your body affects what's going on outside your body. I had low testosterone at one point, back in 2024, I believe it was, 202. I was still lean. I could show you guys pictures or videos of what I looked like with super low testosterone. So it's possible to get the external effects. So don't sit there and blame, oh, I can't get ripped because I'm not on test. You can do it. I've done it. It takes a lot of extra discipline for sure. But I had no drive. I was driving. I would be falling asleep at red lights with my family in the car, falling asleep on the freeway, trying to work on my business. I had no drive to get anything done. And then when I did sit in front of my computer, I was falling asleep because my hormones were off. My estrogen was high, my testosterone was super low. Get it fixed. If you need to hop on some TRT, do it. But make sure that if you are going to hop on TRT, that you're at a low enough body fat percentage that your body isn't just gonna take that extra testosterone, shut off your own production, and then aromatize it into estrogen. Because then you're gonna wind up with a whole nother mess on your hands. Don't just start pinning stuff because your numbers are low. Fix your diet, fix your exercise, fix your sleep, get locked in, get dialed in, then you can start adding stuff. But make sure that you're taking care of your hormones. Next, improper sleep. Now, that directly affects hormones. Like I just said, if you don't sleep enough, your testosterone levels are going to be low. That's just how it is. This is a tough one for me though, because while I understand the importance of sleep, trying to get 8, 9, 10 hours a night, from the bodybuilding side of things, the hormone side of things, the health side of things, I totally get that. But then the other half of my brain still subscribes to the, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I've got a business to run. I've got to inspire people. There's only so many hours in the day, so I need to just squeeze and wring every last bit of productivity out of it that I can, or hanging out with my kids, my family. I will stay up longer for that. Now, the reason my testosterone was so low is because I was sleeping about 4 hours a night. Is it healthy? No. Did it help me run my business and start my business and grow my business? Absolutely it did. But if you're chronically waking up tired, if you're chronically waking up with no motivation, no drive, what's more important? Sleeping less or sleeping more? I would try for a week or two, don't even go to the gym. And this is crazy coming from a fitness coach, especially in the world where it's like, don't go 7 days a week, never miss, blah, blah, blah. Get some sleep. Let your brain catch up. Let your cognition catch up. Give yourself that extra rest. Let your hormones get back in order. Get the extra sleep, start being more productive with the hours that you are awake, and you'll feel so much better. Get the energy level back, come up with the dreams, the ambitions, get your physicality locked in, get your nutrition locked in, start training consistently. Then maybe you can sacrifice some sleep to chase those dreams and ambitions. But if you're sacrificing sleep for the sake of nothing, no productivity, there's no reason to do it. The last one, reason number 10, ego. Now, I get so many guys hitting me up for help with a program, but, oh, I got the training dialed in. Oh, I got the diet dialed in. Oh, I don't need this group stuff. I don't need this group coaching thing. I just need a plan. Dude, if you just needed a plan, you could have ChatGPT'd, Googled, bodybuilding.com, YouTubed, downloaded a $20 something from Ryan Humiston. You would have been fine, but you didn't. Why? Why didn't you? Or maybe you did. Why didn't you stick with it? It's because you need accountability. You need somebody that's gonna hold you to what you said you're gonna do. That's why none of these ChatGPT meal plans that people are getting on work 99% of the time is because they have no community behind them, nobody holding them accountable, and the reason why is because their ego is so big that they say they don't need it. I've had people come to me at 30% body fat and say, I don't need that. I just need this. I'm like, bro, if you just needed that, your body wouldn't look like a woman, if you know what I mean. You wouldn't be wearing a size 44. Do you understand? It's ego. Ego stands in our way. The thing that helped me get in the best shape of my entire life and helped me build my business was dropping my ego and asking for help from another man, paying him thousands of dollars to be my mentor. That's what a lot of us need. Everyone out here is so quick to call everything a scam. Oh, that coaching program's a scam. Oh, mentorship is a scam. Really? Because frankly, the multi-million-dollar house behind the camera, the cars in the driveway, the cars I've had in the past, the ability to take the trips that we've taken, the schools that we have had my kids in, says otherwise. I'm way further beyond where I used to be physically, mentally, and financially because I hired a mentor. I dropped my ego and I paid a bunch of money. I didn't get scammed. The biggest scam is staying fat, tired, broken, with no drive, no ambitions, no dreams, and thinking everything is a scam. That's the real scam. Drop your ego, get some help. Does it need to be from me? No. Get help from whoever you jive with. When it comes to fitness coaching, there's only so many ways that you can slice chicken and rice. Thanks, girl. When it comes to fitness coaching, there's only so many ways that you can eat chicken and rice or do a bicep curl, do cardio. There's only so many ways you're gonna do it. But when it comes to the community, when it comes to the mindset, when it comes to the achievements, find somebody that you jive with and ask them for help. And if they charge money, good, pay it. I've never heard of anything free that was top notch. Never heard of anything free where somebody fully transformed their life. Never heard of anything free that was really good. Think about it. Free tax planning, run. Free Botox, scary. Free plastic surgery, nope, not today. Free Lamborghini, must not be one, must be a Honda with some different badges on it. Free does not equal good. If you gotta pay, it's not a scam. People value themselves. People value themselves a lot differently than you may value yourself. I value my time way differently than I used to value my time. The reason I charge a lot of money to work with me one-on-one is because I value my time, but I also value my clients' time and my clients' results. And I hope that they value themselves at that same level. Think about it. If I was willing to pay a mentor $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, there's mentorships out there, by the way, that are $1 million for a year. Myron Golden, look him up. He has a program. It's a mentorship for 1 year. It's $1 million. He has a VIP day, $375,000 to go hang out with him for the day and chop it up about your business problems. I don't charge nearly that much, but if somebody values themselves enough to charge $10,000 or $20,000, how do you think the experience is going to compare versus somebody that's charging $200 or $500? It's going to be way different. They value themselves here, but they've probably accomplished this. If somebody doesn't value themselves there, it's probably because they haven't accomplished much and they feel like they can't charge that much. Value yourself more. Drop your ego, work harder on yourself than you do on your job, and live a better life. That's where we're at today. The people that pay attention, they get the best results. That's what it comes down to. If you want the best results in your life, you're gonna have to pay for them. And this isn't a sales pitch. I just told you, go somewhere else. But if you follow these 10 steps, and if you don't eat the cinnamon graham cracker that your kid brought you, you'll live a better life. So to recap, get some dreams, get some aspirations, fuel yourself properly, work harder on yourself than you do on your job, stop consuming alcohol, whether permanently or just take a break, recreational drugs as well, prescription drugs, get your hormones fixed with a proper lifestyle, fix your sleep, make sure you're waking up refreshed, getting no sleep for no productivity makes zero sense, and drop your ego. I'm Taylor Thrasher. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one.